Okay, so here's the weekly update of Brian and Shell's allotment. The pirate gardeners are, yes. Okay, flower bed needs a lot of weeding, so I'm going to be doing that today. But we're actually getting some flowers, which is nice. So, not many yet, but it's happening. Does look like the summer bulbs are coming up at last, so that should give us a bit of colour come July. I think we've lost 50% of the rowlet gourds for climbing. I've still got my ivy gourds to come out, but we've got some spares, so they'll be going out again today. Sorry about the sniffing, I've just had a nasty summer cold and I've got hay fever, so a bit of a double whammy for today. This buddleia is doing really well, it's getting quite tall. I'm not sure if we'll get flowers on it this year, I'm hoping so. Though, looking at that, we have a rather obscene amount of aphids on it. So, I might see if I can find some ladybirds to come and have a munch on those. So I'm less bothered about flowers getting anything. Our plum tree has some plums on it until the birds take them, because we've not netted them. And we've got loads of blossom. Bye-bye snail. Loads of blossom on the apples. It does look like we're actually starting to get some apples forming, so fingers crossed. Still a small tree though, so don't expect a lot. Beans are doing really well. Beans are climbing. We've got a few that look like almost like bush beans, but they are runner beans, so I'm not sure. I'll show you a couple in a minute so you can see. Courgettes are still yellow, so we have treated them with some calcified seaweed, so it's just fingers crossed because the soil was really acidic. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. If you look here, that's quite bushy and not like that one, which is like growing up and sending up the little tendrils to climb. This one isn't. This one's kind of just like a small shrub. So I don't know. I'm wondering if they may be like French beans or something, but maybe not climbing. Sure they were runner beans. Find out. Find out. And this is why I try and walk through this bit without banging my head. Good luck with that. So yeah, again, summer bulbs coming up here. We managed to save some of the sunflowers. We've got some growing as well, so, and planted some more courgettes in here. We have spares, so not a problem. This is Aquilegia. We'll have a better show next year because I've got some plants that I think they won't flower this year, they're too small. They'll flower next year, and they're multicoloured, so I'm really excited about them. And apparently they cross-pollinate, so it could become a very interesting thing. Netting is down for the corn, which is a bit scary. This is the first time, so, and I've checked the weather and it's going to be a bit breezy tomorrow, so I'm hoping they'll stand up. Butternut squash are in here, and they're doing lovely. They're doing lovely. Yeah, there's one there, Brian, near the warspot. Yeah, we're starting to get...
That onion's actually split
into
two. Never seen them using that. Shallots, maybe.
Broad beans, yeah, they're doing what broad beans do. Bit short, bit spindly, but we'll get beans on these before we get runner beans, so we've got crop. And these red onions are doing really nice. So Bry's just checking the onions and seeing that we're getting a few starting to flower, so keeping an eye on that. These are our first earlies in bags. They've been decimated by slugs. Very decimated by slugs. No flowers on them yet, so...
That big one. It's falling over, look. Maybe
Which one, this?
Yeah.
That's not a bad size for an onion. These were just sets and they're known for bolting. We have got some from seed as well, so I'll have some onions later on. Okay, here's the herb bed, doing really well. The oregano's going completely mad. I think it's oregano. Could be marjoram, but I think it's oregano. And my French lavender's doing lovely. English lavender, not so much. Hanging baskets, doing really nice. There's the other one, looking pretty. And then we've got the herb bed on this side, it's doing really well. We've got some climbers there doing alright. I've sowed some more thyme, so if that one doesn't improve, I'll just swap it out. I don't think I've sown any mint. I might have a look. Oh, in this corner I'm going to put chamomile. This corner, I haven't got anything in yet, so. Now this is the garlic. How do we know when garlic's ready? Don't actually know. So, if you could let us know. These were over winter. They are quite large. Presume we've got about another month left of them. I'm not really sure. And these are shallots. Some are over winter shallots, some rotted, so some are littler ones we put in later. These are our onions from seed, which are obviously smaller, but doing nice. Apparently if you do them from seed they don't bolt as much. This is the little spinach. It's going a bit slower than the other spinach, but that's fine. Don't want everything coming up at once. The peas down the back are doing amazingly well. Look at those. Lovely peas everywhere. And we've still got hundreds of spares, so we might be putting them in between if we can fit them. Potatoes have been earthed up. And they go from this end, from early to main. So these will be the last ones we eat, in theory. Front bushes doing alright. We've got some around the seating area. Let me just move the tripod. I've got some mixed oriental salads, okra. This is like a wildflower mix that I've just put in there. Bees and butterflies. Some slightly munched marigolds. And some lettuce. Again, some spares. Spare borage. A few more strawberries. The main strawberry bed is further up. Not a lot happening with the pumpkin. Oh, getting all my names wrong today. Not much happening with the mushroom bed. So I think it's drying out a lot, so we've got to try and keep it watered every day. So living in hope with that. Poor little spaghetti squash. Doing nothing really. But I've got some more. So I'm just waiting for them to get big enough to plant out. And then my petit pan. Squashes are doing alright. At the back, the table gold. We're hardening that off now to plant out. More spinach. Give it another couple of weeks and I'll actually start being able to harvest them with that. And then we've got loads of beetroot down the front. Try to do this without. We have got some leeks in here, but not many. So we've got some spares. The kale, red kale's doing really well. Cabbage is doing well. More cabbage, and I think that's broccoli on the end. It's doing fine. And then we've got more broccoli, which has bolted at the back. I've just seen that. I'm just going to have a look. We've actually got some heads on some of this. So, not that you can see that, but yeah. I see at the back we've got one that's bolted, so dig that up in a minute. Try not to stand on what's left of the leeks. You can see from the top. Yeah. So I'm not sure what's happened there. we've definitely got a bolted one. But good news is though, we have lots of strawberries. They're actually getting to be a decent size. So if I grab one, see, that's actually starting to get some colour on as well, which is great. Some of the big ones there. So need to get some straw at some point. Though that didn't help last year, so I don't know. And then in other news, the other big thing is I've planted out the asparagus. Had a whole year in the polytunnel and now they're out. These are ones that were sown this year. We've still got some spares. What I'm going to do is keep them for a year, and then if any of these die, again I've got spares. So I think it's not next year, but the year after I can eat some asparagus. So you have to be patient with this one. Okay. Zoom out. There we go. So that's the asparagus bed. Looking rather nice. Nothing much happening here. Got fruit bushes. Lots of fruit. Gooseberries, absolutely full by the looks. Getting quite a few of those. So that's good to know. And then I think that's it for today. We have a bolted broccoli. And that's a lot. Pirate flag's not up yet, so we need to do that. So I thought I'd do this before we get on with too many jobs. Okay, let's bob into the poly for the last little bit. Bri got the canes up. Tomatoes are doing fantastically well on both sides. Got a few more to go out, some heritage tomatoes that we bought from the community polytunnel, and all my herbs. They're going up lovely. There we go. And there, I ran out of compost, so those haven't been done, but these are the asparagus. Now I've put these in the pots that the last asparagus was in, so that means they should be okay now for a year. So again, I'll leave them for a year and then put them in if I've got any space. Otherwise I'll make another asparagus bed. And these are a load of spare aubergines. And the carrots, we're not going for big carrots because we don't like them, so if they get to be a half decent size, we'll be happy with that. No championship carrots for us. And then at the back we've got our cucumbers, which are doing lovely. Those actually starting to grow. So very, very pleased. This is the month everything starts going a bit crazy. So I'm hoping by sort of end of June time we should be this polytunnel will be absolutely filled. Everything should be a bit crazy. Alright then, speak to you later. Bye. Seeing as Vivi's got her bunting out for the horticultural channel, thought I'd add some not quite as nice bunting, as in this cost about £1, onto ours. There will be some more bunting going up shortly, so stay tuned.
Hello and welcome to Pirate Gardeners. And we're back, and it's about 30th of May, I believe. Could be wrong, I think it is this. And that's his bud here. Put it round. There you go. Oh, shit, 4 o'clock. Just a second. So, start that again. Pirate Gardeners. Okay. Pirate Gardeners. Now there's an aircraft going over. Yeah. We'll get there eventually. Tum-de-dum, tum-de-dum, bum-bum. Hello and welcome to Pirate Gardeners, plot 55, Brighton Shell. And there's Bud here. And we have borage outside of it. More plants now coming in. Lots more flowers coming through on the flower board. It's going to be a quick one because we have done one midweek. It's just an update on how things are coming along. Apple trees, sunflowers are coming up quite tall now. Now there's a clunky wheelbarrow coming past me. There is a new decoration. Are you ready for this? Arr, we hearties. Pirate Bunton. There, we've got Como over there. Flying as many flags as we can. Cheers. An update that we need to do, that's not been done yet, is, you know I've got a lot of peas, so I had even more peas left over. So I had to plant them somewhere. So I've actually planted, in between each of the peas I had on the previous videos, I planted another pea. And yeah, packed in, like sardines, all the way along. Get a couple shots of these if we can get them. Yeah, stop blowing wind. But not much else has changed, everything's coming up. This bean's getting hip height now, which is quite nice. A lot of big large leaves out there, look. All surviving, not getting slugged to death, so that's good. Had to replace courgettes on this end. So I mean, get them. Because the slugs really got them before we managed to get his new eco pellets down. That's for butternut squash. Got to mix it up. I just started running out of courgettes. Believe it or not, I ran out of courgettes. Well, it's hard to fathom, but I have. And yeah, we have. Raw of lettuces. Lose it. There we go. I think it's more or less everything we planted. On updates. 30 buckets. First earlies, doing rather well. That one, I think we're going to have to empty that one, see what we've got. Got slugged. But rest. Coming up. Can you remember what first earlies were called?
Swift.
Swift. I think. Swift. So I think we'll be emptying that bag today. Because it doesn't look like it's doing anything extra now. So there we go. Bulb, honey bulb. I'll tipple over in a minute. Garlic, we're going to pull a garlic up as well. See what I like. Extra corn, in case my corn got zapped by frost. And celeriacs. Coming up quite nice. Get them ground soon. Onions are going to go in probably tomorrow now. And then over the other side. And the only other thing we've done, rehearse these potatoes up. Right, that's it. And we shall be back later on. Cheery bellies.